What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, Create Space. Link will be in the description box below. This one's entitled Relationships versus Relationships. You can tell by the spelling. So what I mean is this. There are people out here who are actually looking for something real. And there are people out here who are in a relay race. You keep passing the baton to someone else. So you got to know the difference. You got to know who's who, the signs of who's who. So we're going to start with real. When somebody's looking for a real relationship, they're accepting you for who you are. You don't have to be a fantasy for them. You know, they want to know they may like you, good and bad, right? Um, they'll understand your situation, whether you're winning or losing, whether you have kids or not, um, whether you've been married or divorced, or you know, in shape or out of shape. The person actually has a thing for you. See, when you deal when it's a relationship, they're looking for a fantasy. You have to be um, a model, a mannequin. You have to be an idea to them. You don't have to. You're not necessarily a person. You know, you're their idea of what a man or woman should be. You're the body type. You're the bank account. You're the sex kit. And they're looking for these things, and if they don't find these things, or if they find these things, but what winds up happening is they want they want those things in a box by themselves. So if they want to deal with the person, then they gotta run to somebody else because that's not what they're looking for. You know, a lot of times when it comes to dealing with somebody who wants to have multiple people, side chicks, side dudes, they can't either accept the fact that they're unfulfilled or that they're asking for everything. You're not gonna get everything from everybody. That's one thing real people understand in a real when you're talking about a real relationship. They understand you're not gonna get everything. They're not gonna be picture perfect in your mind exactly the way you drew it up. Either you're gonna like them or you're not. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is right there. Some people have a very difficult time with that. You know, some people going from person to person want to be entertained. You know, a real relationship is about substance. A relationship is about entertainment. You know, so what happens is when you're in a real relationship, you can have a moment at home together. You can have a moment in the car together. You can have a moment. You do things that aren't entertaining, but are things that connect you together. You could walk together. You could talk together. You could cook together. You could listen to music in the car together. You can um, support each other's dreams and ideas with no um, resentment. You know what I'm saying? You could be there for each other when times are rough. When it's a relationship, you can't do that. You're looking for a person to entertain you that day. Give me this feeling. It's a gimme, 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 gimme. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to talk to them? Not until they entertain you. Do you want to chill out with them and just be in each other's space? Not until you get what you want. Do you do you want to be there for them? Not unless you're getting something out of the deal. Before or after you have to be there for them. So, you know, it's all a facade. You know, you, you might you might love them on social media, but in person, don't care about them. That's the difference between a real relationship and a relationship. When you're real with somebody, you're not gonna be posting a million pictures on social media. It's not gonna do all that, you know, because you digging each other, you into each other. It ain't a spectacle. When you in a relationship, you're gonna show the world, relationship goals. For what reason? Sometimes for your own edification, sometimes for your exes, you know, or to show people you can actually do it. Um, when you getting into something real, there's an acceptance that there may be buyer's remorse. You're gonna get in a relationship, but at the same time, you know there are no guarantees. You know, it might work out, it might not. Y'all might grow apart, y'all might not. You may evolve at the same pace, you may not. That's just the way things operate in life. You feel me? But when it comes to relay from person to person, it's not like that. It's buyer's remorse to the utmost because I don't like the way you sleep. I thought, I don't like the way you eat your cereal. It's just you need so many turn off. You have too many turn offs to the point where it's one of those things that um, it becomes an easy out to pass the baton to somebody else. You're always looking for something. Now the irony of even if something real breaks off, the person still has a place in your heart. And sometimes those relationships find their way back to each other. When you're trying to relay from one person to the next, it ain't like that because you're moving forward. Remember, you're passing the baton. You're not gonna be able to circle back to the very first person, you know, because what ends up happening is if you think this person's better, or that person's better, or that person's better, then you learn while you've passed the baton 2, 3 times who's the best. That's another thing that's about that though. The grass ain't always greener. See, when you with somebody real, you could understand that the grass may not be greener on the other side. Somebody may be better looking. Somebody may have it together on a high um, in a higher way. But that doesn't mean that they're better for you. And When it's something real, you can accept that. Yeah, that chick finer than my chick, but I know what I got. You know, that guy may have more money than your dude, but you should know what you have, right? Now, people who relate, who want to relate from person to person, they don't think about that. They think the grass is always greener. They're looking for a bigger deal, a better deal, and here's the problem. Said this before. If you stay on the fence because you always hopping to where the grass is greener, realize that means you don't have a yard in the first place. So you don't know how to take care of the grass, no way. Um, but for right now, I'm done. This is what I think is the difference between a relationship and a relationship. Like I said, you get the spelling. We out.